What up, YouTube? What's going on with everybody? I'm here. I can see myself. I can see you now.
Was
Welcome to Doughboi Hendrix live with Relia, talking all the shit that you just don't want to hear, but you want to hear at the same time. That's why you nosy and up on the line, watching the way that we begin this rhyme.
how you doing?
Nothing much. I'm tired of life. I'm kind of annoyed by everything, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? With no fear, and I don't let nothing interfere with anything in my life that's real.
You can you hear me on this thing or not?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, yeah. Um,
What is this, episode 1000?
yeah. Do what?
Episode 1055.
Yeah, I
Take
wish
two.
it's probably like episode 5. But you remember you you're on all the platforms, right?
Yes, Google me, Relia, Reliyah. I am a musician. I am an podcaster. I am looking into getting involved with acting and modeling soon with some good companies. I have been doing music for almost 4 years on the internet on 19 different apps. And I had my podcast running for almost 3 years. I am in and out of lives on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, and shows all the time. I am a vocal coach at times, a mentor, and I do love to share positive energy. I have thousands of tracks all over the globe in different places internationally. When I'm a certified musician, on all platforms, have music everywhere.
Yeah, and you do all genres, different genres.
All genres, yes.
That's great. It's a
I
lot better
do.
when you do more. Like the more you do, the better you are. The more you go. I feel like you know.
I mean, I started off about 4 years ago thinking that I was just going to record and nobody was ever going to listen, to be honest. And jumped on a few apps just because I can. And apparently the world was listening. And 4 or 5 albums later, I'm on all type of other people's distribution. And I did a couple of shows. I did show in Connecticut. I did a show in Kissimmee, Florida. I did a show in New York City. I did a show in Pennsylvania. I've been doing some shows over the last couple of years. I've been doing my thing.
And
Yeah, some small stuff.
you're originally from
Brooklyn,
New
New
York,
York.
right?
Of
But
course.
you're down in Florida
I'm
now.
out in Florida, yeah. Looking to
Uh,
network with people down in Florida. If anybody's interested, hit me up on any social media outlet. I'm
so what
everywhere. Just Google my name and you'll find me somewhere that you're in.
so your podcast is tell everybody it's Lit
So
Squad.
the podcast that I ran was almost 3 years running. It was called the Lit Squad Podcast, and you could find it on everywhere. You could actually just Google it, the Lit Squad and the word podcast together. Instagram, on bandlab.com, just everywhere. You can find out pieces of those. I ran about 90 different episodes with Easy
Uh,
Folks and DJ Scan from Missouri and
uh,
Oregon. We
yep,
had a
shout
good
out.
time. Even shout out Doughboy Hendrix was definitely one of
And
the
Dabs.
trap
And
Dabs,
Dabs.
King Dabs, yeah. Loud
Yeah,
Pack Mob, that's when we were in Loud Pack Mob back then. We were
yeah.
really having a good
Oh,
time.
yeah,
I met
yeah,
everybody on bandlab.com, and then we just branched out to every other app that you can imagine that we could be
right.
on. Anything to do with music, on we're there. We've been doing algorithms of music as independent artists and producers for a long time, Hendrix.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun back in that time. That's when music was fun, like really fun.
Yeah, when we got in there, we'll be like, "What the fuck? We don't give a fuck." Shots for the ops
Yeah.
and all of that. Like, we were really
Uh,
going in back then.
but
Hmm.
now it's more. Once you get more pressure, when you start wanting to go places or whatever, it starts being less fun and more like like a job, like business.
Yeah, well, the fun stopped when we all realized that, the distributors weren't paying correctly, and we put all our work out there on distribution. Doughboy Hendrix does have a lot of work out on distribution, and so do I. And we have our YouTube channels, as you see. I'm really at 3206, which is my channel, and then he has this channel here, and he has so many channels everywhere. And we've been working off of BandLab.com. Shout out to them for making that app, That's where we actually met, and we branched out and networked in social networking there, group chats that they call bands, and started learning collaborating, partnership with thousands of people all over the world, and started to branch out with these different independent labels after time. And that, brought us to, anchoring down into Anchor.fm, and we tried podcasts. Hendrix had Elite Empire was called, right? The show, what was it called?
Yeah, the show, uh,
The show that you
uh,
had, the podcast.
Elite Empire. Yep, and
Yeah, he had Elite Empire
Bankroll Squad.
podcast.
Count up. Yeah, that's what we Bankroll Squad. You know.
Bankroll Squad. Yeah, all of that was on Anchor.fm and on bandlab.com for some time. And then we started to branch out into other places, Rap Chat, Audio Mac. I started going on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, Patreon, and just meeting all the other underground musicians that's all around the world with the producers and the artistic views and the multi genres and the micro genres and the cadences that were changing, and all of these changes we're getting into. And Hendrix went from lo-fi to trap to drill to more to trap, I think. And then you just like started spinning off some poetry and motion work. Me and him have a lot of different tracks that we have done together with a lot of other people. Shout out to Rec Lord. He also makes a lot of music with us.
Yeah, we got to get that mixtape or whatever we're working on. We got to put that together.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
working on a mixtape. So anybody ever interested in his music or mine, we have a lot of work, and we are going to be making a compilation album or a mixtape or EP out of it, and we're just slowly but surely working on that progress, so that way you guys can have that eventually.
So
Everything is time, cuz
you have albums online on Spotify and all services, right?
yes, I'm on Pandora, iHeartRadio, Spotify. YouTube has like 700 of my tracks. I have about 4 albums, 3 or 4 albums that there's you can find Relia Hot Topic, and which is not my account, but it is YouTube. And then you can find all my work on my account, and the ones that are on distributor, you can find up there on any place up there. Tidal and Deezer and all of that, and Apple Radio and whatever. You just everywhere that you could think of,
And you
Amazon Music.
and you used to go by you still do kind of the real chick. And what happened with that?
They still call me Relia the real chick. Some people call me real chick. I had actually used the real chick a lot on my platforms until one of my haters decided when I took it off because somebody was stalking me, and I put Relia underscore the real chick all in one word is how you find me actually everywhere on media. But when I started that, everybody just started to be like, kind of distant. And in the beginning, it was hard to get numbers up. It was hard to understand apps. It was hard to, because I came from an era of going into a studio and really finding just, a producer that I can go into the booth and they gave me a CD back then. That's how old I am. And then I go home and write to it and come back to the studio and record. And then we would actually look for gigs to perform, and it wasn't internet setting. Now that we have the internet into place, it's been a bit of a ride for everybody that's transitioning. That we've been transitioning for the last couple of years. All the older vocalists and artists that's out there, producers like you and myself, we all just transitioning into this internet world, trying to do the best that we can, keeping our algorithms up, and trying to keep on networking and trying to find places to be working with. Recently, I got
Well,
to actually audition for John Casablanca. It was a great company. If you guys don't know about it, check it out. There are a lot of great people like Kevin Hart and Naomi Campbell and Cindy Crawford came out of that company for their commercialized work that they do, and they were the original. And they actually took me. They actually I passed my audition. I just can't pay my registration fee right now, so we'll see what happens with that. Whatever God wants, I can't pay it. I don't have the money right now because I have regular life going on. Being an underground artist is not all what it's cut out to be, because
well,
when you don't have a label, now you're
that's
your
it.
own management.
Well, now that they have this more, and they're generic. I talked to somebody from shout out Bentley Records, Bentley Gang, Gang, Gang. And I talked to the owner. Shout out Luca Days. I was on a webinar yesterday, and there's a place that now I didn't know it was there on the platform. I could put distribution through them. They have more places like DistroKid and all that. It's a third party type of generic. I mean, shout out though, to help the artist, but
Yeah, Ditto
they,
and
they don't
DistroKid.
have
I
that
had
much.
both for a long time.
Yeah, they
You know,
don't
but
have
it's
that
just
much.
it's
They
pennies
don't
on
have
the
that much.
dollar that you get for the streams
Yeah.
and the downloads. You're not making
The
your
thing
money, and
is,
then it's
but the
hard
thing
to
is,
even make money doing shows. It really is. Most of the
right.
shows you have to do promotional just to get your
But
face out there.
well, if you have the label backing, they have more places to stick your music and more opportunities for you like that.
Yeah, but the problem is really picking a label that can actually carry on the campaigns that they need to do for your music and your marketing and
Right.
just
And he
helping you with
spoke.
your mastering and getting your
Right.
bookings. Not
And he
there's
spoke
so
more
many
about that.
independent
Yeah.
labels, bro. The
He spoke
independent
more about
labels are
that.
great, but they're not equipped to take on what we need.
Well, well, he's working with. See, they also work together with different labels. Work together, to do certain things. Shout out to
Yeah.
Universal Music Group. Shout out to Sony Records. Although kind of pissed off with the A&R there, Universal. I don't really want to be like messy and say your name, whatever. You know who the fuck you are, and you come at me with some generic ass, garbage ass bullshit. And why?
See, that's the thing. You know what? You're talking about all of that. I don't even know if these people really work for these companies because I had yesterday got approached by two. This is the second time. I love Hot 97. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I would love my
Right.
music to be played on there. But there's so many people using their
Hmm.
logo and saying they're a
Yeah.
DJ this and DJ that, and trying to get you to do airplays and pay them money for something that's not even real sometimes.
And it,
Or they
and
send
that's
you a
bullshit.
Sony contract. Sometimes
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen a Sony contract or Universal Records contract, or I've seen Def Jam contracts. I've seen Maybach Music contracts. But my thing is, like, all these people are showing me these things on these promotional apps, and I'm like, bro, research the person you're speaking to, and Google them, and make sure that they're even close. Ask them to meet you in person, or send you to an A&R or somebody that's
They're
close
not
to
gonna
you.
do it.
I
They're not,
tell them you got to verify the
they're
information
not gonna
because
do that. They
a lot
can't
of
even.
these people,
Well, they can't get a hold of you until you are assigned ours. Like I talk to them, try to talk to them on Instagram and call them, and they can't answer it because it's against the rules unless you're signed to that label.
I don't believe that. No, because real labels, what they do is they actually go and listen to your music and they'll contact you and they'll want to video chat you. They'll want to conference call you. They'll want to meet you in your state and your town because they're going to have to promote
Yeah.
your records
Right. Well, this
there. They're
thing
going to have
is
to promote your booking. You have to
right.
be talking about booking agents and sponsorships. So
Yeah.
all of that, most of the
And
time, they
management.
sit you down for that. It's not just through the
Well,
internet. So you can't believe
well,
every
he talked.
contract they throw at you and
No,
whatever they
no,
say, and they don't
no.
want to see your face because
Yeah.
you could be talking to somebody in another country.
Right. Mostly they are. But what I'm saying is this particular guy,
Yeah,
he talked to my main phone, and there's no way he would have known my phone number like some scam. There's no way. I don't give it out. So he
I
was a
don't
real
know. I
legit
mean,
guy. And you can't Google me and get my
yeah,
phone
but
number. I guarantee
they
you.
they have so much technology now. Talking about all the scammers out there are really big. They have technology that's beyond belief. Change voices, change faces.
Well,
AI fucking look like somebody from an A&R or somebody from an executive position. No
but it,
executive position person is gonna reach you from a group like Maybach
well, they're not
or
gonna, and
Sony.
they're,
They're
and
too
they're not
busy.
gonna
They
come
have
at you with a Gmail
scouters.
account either. Yeah, they're not gonna come at you with a Gmail account. That's
No,
generic.
they're not. No, they listen. That's another big, big, big red flag. They have to
Yeah,
have the URL of the actual company. So if somebody
right.
works for Sony, their name would be like S Davis 102 at
Yeah, at Sony. Yeah,
Sony.com or
yeah,
SonyRecords.com. It has to. That's how you know they're real. If they're giving you
right,
a Gmail, they're definitely not real
right.
because
And so
anybody can make a Gmail, and then they can also just get your information for your cards, and they can reverse payments, ACH your card. Next thing you know, you owe the bank a bunch of money, and it
oh
wasn't
yeah,
your
yeah.
fault, and then you got to worry about that. There's a
Well, I'm
lot of
dealing with
people
that
that
right
are
now.
hungry
Yeah,
for the music. There's
yeah.
people hungry for that
And
music, but they're so hungry that they're not paying
and,
attention to having
and
to
here's the thing.
clarify.
Right. Verify who the person is they're speaking with. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I
But
told
what?
that guy? I told that guy from that Hot 97 bullshit, because I know that wasn't Hot 97. Second time they hit me with this. I told the guy, send me your company URL. Show
Yeah,
me that your name is attached to that company. Show me the email that that company gave you, so that way I can contact you through that way. Send me your actual office location, and let me know your actual company number so I can call your secretary or whoever it is you work with, and your boss, your management, and that's sending you out to scout, because a DJ from a radio station is not going to contact you to try to give you a
no,
deal or play your music. DJs mix the music on air. They don't have
right.
time to do that. They have
And,
scouters that do that, recruiters. So
and,
you got to be careful when you see that too. It's all
and
over
it's,
Instagram, TikTok, and he was in
yeah,
TikTok. I got one on Instagram, and then I
I got the
got one in
TikTok
TikTok.
people now, yeah. But anyway, the thing is, now we got to deal with them too, on top of just how hard it is to make it out from, being underground, being independent, and now you got to deal with scammers. I
Mhm.
mean, they're sick and like thieves. It's worse and worse. It's almost like
They're
bots,
just trying to take regular people that work and have
and
a
they're
little
taking
money in the
people.
bank to pay bills, and they
They're
want to
taking
take our
people.
money.
They want to take your dreams, and it's bullshit that they pry on. They play on your dreams and your goals and your. I've been taken advantage of before, and it's not a good. Damn near had
Yeah.
me, damn near had me want to quit. And it's sad that
Yeah,
you have to
because
be
it's
exposed
like
to that.
social media creates the
I hate,
atmosphere of,
I hate
like, if
social
you're not
media,
existence. I hate it
and
too, to be honest. It
if
gives
if
you
you
a,
if
a
you do it the right
depression
way, if
sometimes.
you if you do it the right way and you put out information that's positive and you put out there's a lot of misinformation going on YouTube and also with all the social media.
Mhm.
People believe that the news that they say is the way it is, and it's not. I mean, it might be a little bit true, but they do that to get more people to look at them and pay attention. You know,
Exactly.
So
That's the
you,
problem with social media, is that you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know if they're real. You don't know if they're fake. You don't know what you're dealing with. That's the biggest problem that you have. That's why you have to verify them through their emails, their actual web pages connecting to these companies, and actually ask them for a sit down meeting with one of their representatives if they really want to sign or speak on anything. First of all, they don't just listen to your online music and decide to sign you. They will go to a show, they will approach you and see if you want to sit down and meet. They need to see the product that they're going to be representing. It's not always through internet. You might get a conference call meeting with them, but they also have like in office and out of office. After you have to, like, when I dealt with John Casablanca Company, which I love, and I really hope that I get that opportunity. They were completely professional, where I had a representative conference call me for an audition, and I was on a Zoom call with other people doing acting, you know, positions audition. Speaking on what goals I have, what aspects I have, them explaining the plan of their actual agency, what they can offer, the deals that they have, and how they make you go through two-part processes sometimes with these companies. And normally, that right afterwards, the director of the company said, "This is my Instagram directly if you need me. This is my actual contact number to call me if you need me." That's how you know it's real. You know what I mean?
right,
Versus, like, it was the actual person. It was the actual. When you look her up, she is completely connected to the company. And I
right,
video conferenced her, looking at her, speaking to her in her office. So this is what I mean. Like, it's completely another thing. And when they actually show you what the plan is, what they want to create, and how much time it's going to take, what can they offer you, what placement can they put you in, what type of deal are they offering you, and that's okay as long as they have, like, where they have split screen with all of their information. Everything is very easy to understand, and you have like complete connection with them on their email, their phone number, their all their social media. They let you know all of that, and that's how you're going to know you're dealing with a real person from a company, and you really have an opportunity there. Now, if they're
I'm,
just gonna email you something, I wouldn't believe it. TikTok, Instagram has a million scammers. Or if something, you have to really conference
I mean,
video, speak to them and
right.
see them.
And also it depends on like with me being, I've dealt with, particular one, this one label, and I know that when they say something to me that I pretty much can take it to the bank. Cause like Luca Days, he don't fuck around with people like that. He's a good dude, and he wants to help the artist. And if he telling me something, I believe what he said. And he's the one who told me watch out for Gmails that says Bentley Records at Gmail. No, it's garbage. And they got scam. They talk about the scammers all day. And they got a way that you can send it to them through their support. They always got support at Bentley Records, and they can verify if no, this is a scam, and this that and the other like that.
But that's what we want. We want the real people to step out the
I don't,
window and just be like, "Hey,
I
guess
just
what?
don't.
This is
Look,
what we're
I
offering
damn
you.
near,
You don't get it all the
I,
time."
I damn near want to just keep on like pick and choose syncing deals and things my own way, like where I don't have to be on somebody else. Because when you on a label, you basically they own you. Like, okay, you gotta be here at this time. You gotta be there, do this, do that. No, I do it on my own time and I record when I want to and shit. Like you just don't have no backing
There's
on until you build your
See,
own
there's
fan
bad.
base.
You're right. There's
It
bad
takes
and there's
years
good. While
and
you're
years and years to do that.
being an independent artist, you can create what you want without anybody telling you anything on promotional apps. If you were
Right,
a signed artist, you wouldn't be able to do that. You would have
right. You
specific
have the backing of
timing to complete each album. They
you
give
have
you
the
a contract
backing
of
of
2 years,
the
and you give them certain amount. They give
Well,
you
they have the backing
percentages
of the
that you're
label,
gonna
though.
get.
They probably get a blue check and they
Sponsorship.
get thousands of
No,
followers.
it ain't. That doesn't
Yeah,
work like that.
I mean,
What they do
it
is when
does.
no, they take you in. They
I
take
know
you
a lot
in.
of
You have to
major
go
artists are
to
top
their
big,
audio
fucking artists.
visual people. Yeah, everybody who's big or on the way to being big, they literally are doing
They can
professional
buy,
shoots with
what they
real
do is
professional
they buy them
people
up.
and
They
getting
give them a
out
lot
there.
of
Yeah.
there's a lot of numbers is fake, and then you think they got a lot of numbers, and they don't. You know.
Anybody can buy numbers on
Now
any
you
website.
now you did it all organically, and you've got quite a few
I got
following.
almost 7,000 in bandlab.com. I think I'm up to
Uh,
almost 8,000 on Reverb Nation last time I checked. I
that's
know I was on
good.
their global list. And then I had
I was,
130,000 plays that were natural plays that I
yeah,
didn't shove down anybody's mouth to listen.
yeah.
Like there's some people that keep sharing to even
I
people
just
they don't work with. And it's like they're on
you
their
don't want
own
to be
voyage trying to
aggravating
do what they have to
but at the
do.
same time, I don't want to aggravate people. At the same time, I want to get my shit out there, and they got this big Nazis as their social media is so against me because every time I post something a couple of different times, I'm spamming. No, I'm not. But y'all don't look at these bitches that are out there on the dating part of Facebook that's whores and they're prostitutes. But they'll come at me for
But see,
posting
the social media
come on,
platforms
man.
are all a big
They have too
circus.
much
It's all a
control
circus,
over the
bro.
people's stuff. They have too much
All those
control
people,
over that platform.
it's a big ass circus, bro. It's
I
a
hate that
circus.
shit.
You got a bunch of women showing their body parts they
But
don't
yet,
need to show
but yet, I
online
can't put my
just for
song. I can't
likes.
play.
You got a bunch
Yeah,
of guys pretending to be hard when they're just normal people, like it's a
yeah.
circus frenzy.
But I can't post
You
my
know.
song two times in a row into two groups and I'm spamming. Come on, man.
Well,
Yeah,
on the website, on the actual website, it's different because we have communities, and the
bullshit.
communities is where you get a lot more views.
No,
And
no, no, I'm
when you
talking
have
about
those group chats that are bands and
all
stuff,
public
that really,
events.
my
Well, I
thing
see
is,
Buddy
even if
Richard shout out. He spams all day and he don't get caught. You know.
Yeah, but my
But
thing
let
is
me.
though, like I stopped doing that because I realized nobody was even playing it from there. I started getting more plays from the communities. I mean, with almost 7,000 followers, and I'm only getting like less than 100 or 200, 300, whatever I get. You know what I mean? It's kind of pisses me off when it comes to the plays because
That's more
it's
like
like,
bots.
okay, it's more
You
like
know.
you put it into the communities
And
and
all the
random people
followers
will
really
find
are they
you
really people? I mean, I don't
and
know. I
listen.
don't know.
Yeah, because the people that we work with, they don't even be really like supporting us. Like they don't even be like they're
And
so into making their own
I
creations
feel like Band
and
Lab. I feel
keeping their
down
shit in
here.
algorithm. They don't even try to help us. Like so I don't
See,
even
Band
bother
Lab.
with that no more.
See, Band Lab has went downhill from when it started as a place to start where music starts. Then they changed it to the big social media. Everybody can be a 10-year-old boy could be a fucking superstar, and
Yeah, I know.
and it's bullshit.
Well, it's really just an amateur website.
It's not
That's
even
what that
people don't
is.
Not even if you want to be professional, you're not going to use bandlab.com to record on. If you do, you're fucking up because the production is garbage. It's not meant for
Yeah,
that.
it's I don't know what
You're
it's
supposed
meant
to
for
take that
honestly,
out.
because there's
You're
a
supposed
lot of
to
things
take your
going on
project
there.
out. You're supposed to take your project out and put it into a studio setting and then rework it. But people don't do that. I mean, I don't have the equipment to do that. If I did, I would. I do everything off the phone, and that's all I can do. And I get so much grief out of that. Oh, you can't. This sounds like shit. I'm tired of hearing this shit. Stop telling. I know production, production, production.
Really, you know what? There's so many people. It's not even. It's the work that you put into the
And they don't
to the
and they
music.
don't even look at your stuff. They won't even give you a like. They won't even give you a look at your music anymore. Nobody talks to each other. Nobody communicates. There's haters all in Band Lab, and bots are all in Band Lab, and it just went down like a couple of days ago for hours. And I think it's going to go down completely, and they're just going to take it right off the internet because
I
they're
don't know.
beta. They're
You
beta,
know.
and their
Listen,
servers are beta.
I'm not gonna down it because I met a lot of great people there, and
No,
I
I'm talking
actually
about
got a
Band Lab.
couple of
I'm
shows
talking
off
about the
of
actual.
being on the internet.
I
I
mean
don't
the
like the
actual Band
internet.
Lab.
To be honest, I'd rather have a real team, you know,
I know, but
that I
you're not
just
gonna.
go in and do what I gotta do. But
It's not.
like you and like me, being in different places, not really like if it wasn't for places like that app, then we wouldn't have been able to work together because you were so far away and
It's
then the
still.
financial situation.
It's just still. It's like this is ganky, and if I want to progress and do other things and move on and be somebody that I want to be, you can do it. I have to invest. They always talk about you gotta have a budget. No, really, it is that they want money from you. They don't care about your budget. Yeah, you got a budget to give them. It ain't got shit to do with music. In business is garbage. It's just about how much money you got.
Yep,
It doesn't have
that's the
nothing to do with the
problem.
music. Nothing to do with the music anymore.
That's why you keep your day job.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk about mine. So, anyhow,
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. But it's always that's why you keep a day
um,
job with it because it's like the
that's to me
NBA or
that's
the
like
NFL. It's hard to get in there. You know what I mean?
that's like you got a half-ass job. You got a part-time. I don't want to do that shit. It's generic. Generic.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
actually what puts the food on the table because the music
Uh,
hasn't been doing it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's
I
why from
probably.
the history of time, musicians never really made much money. Only if
Uh,
they were picked out of the lottery to
especially.
join in on these huge
Yes.
celebrity type of major labels pick them up. But then look at
Well,
what happened with people that got picked up from the major labels. They were sex trafficked, they were
yeah, a lot of
sexually
them got dead.
assaulted, they were
Some of them
drugged.
get killed. Yeah, they get
Look
dead.
what's going on in the celebrity world right now. It's
Look
finally
at.
coming down to the multi-million dollar people that we listened to in the 90s and the 2000s, so proud of hip hop and R&B, and it was all sex trafficking, pedophilia with younger stars.
I
There
mean, you
was
got to
so
look at
much
the.
drugs. There
But you look
was
at
so
the
much
world we live in.
abuse.
It's
But
it's
like it's just the fact that we
terrible,
are like they're literally like
terrible
come
time
on,
in
like
it.
everybody, like I really like I
I
mean,
mean,
shout out to Jaguar Wright for even giving us the information. Shout out to freaking Cat Williams to give us this information. Because if
they
they
said
wouldn't
some
have
things
came
about
and
him
stepped
too.
forward, yeah,
You
if they
know,
wouldn't have stepped forward and tell us all what's going on, then
they
and
had
everything they're saying, it really
he,
is just everybody that's in their crew that decided to
uh,
say enough. This is not we're not perfect, and these stars that you love so much, they've seen them do disgusting things to human beings in front
well,
of their eyes.
and they
And
and
then
they
this
take
is not who
advantage
we
of.
want to be.
Well, and that's all to
This is
make
not
it.
what we want to project out what
Well,
music means.
I don't want my spirit to be. I don't want my spirit to get jaded. I don't want my spirit to get blemished. I don't want to get drawn into something that now you're stuck into this occult devil
But this
worshiping.
is what I'm saying. Like, it's always been that way. That's why, even in the independent world of underground musicians that we live in, with our music, they are trying to repetitively repeat the historical things that's going on with the celebrity world. In our world, being
I just don't.
independent labels on all these apps, how many people you see on heavy drugs, sleeping with a million women, and trying to sell drugs through the states and out of the country and all this other stuff. You see them a lot of pedophilia on that app and children missing, the women missing. There's so many things going on, bro, that
I,
everybody thinks, oh, I'm just up here to sing. No, it's not just singing. There are
right,
whole rings. And that's why I've been telling a lot of groups. I'm in almost 200 bands. I have on bandlab.com. I got 18, about 18. That's my own. And then I'm admin to another 40. And the crazy thing is, when I jump into a conversation, a group of musicians are speaking, I'm warning them, be careful. There are people that are pretending to be musicians and they're really just scouting out for women and children to sexually assault or to drug and to just embarrass you and sell you to somebody else. I like how they pretend, like this one girl yesterday. I'm not going to put her out there, but it was late at night. I couldn't sleep, and I saw this young girl that was on the app, about 14, and I didn't know she was 14 years old, and she was discussing stuff with some older people in their 20s at the time, and I joined into the conversation just to see what's going on. And I realized that when I explained to her, they will friend you, they will act like they want to be your boyfriend, they will try to say they're going to make you a star, they will try to get you to really like meet them somewhere, and somebody else will be there. They'll try to drug you and somebody will sexually assault you. You can't meet these people in person unless you know them and you're comfortable with them. You research them in their criminal background with their real names before you go and put yourself out there. And that
yeah.
little girl got so scared that she was talking about, I have to go. Oh, my producers are not going to like this. Or I think I should stop using this app. But then you
I mean,
start thinking, who the hell are your producers?
you gotta know what
Did they get
you
to
gotta have
her
common
already?
sense. I don't think so. I think she was just making the whole producing. She's a young kid, that's all it is. I
I
don't
don't
know.
even know her age.
I hope
Somebody
God
else hit
bless
me
her.
on DM and told me her age after she got off.
But the thing is, you
There are
gotta
too
have
many
common
young
sense.
kids in the damn
You
app,
gotta have
bro, and there's too many stick
common sense,
nasty guys.
and you gotta watch everything. These days, you gotta watch double time, and you gotta watch every single move that you make and how you do it. I mean, it's just that's how it is.
They have been on there. I'm not gonna name names, but these people have been on these free apps for more than 5 years,
Yeah, but
scouting
you got,
women and
I
children
know, and
and
you gotta
abusing
understand.
them.
Free app means that it's low class people. It's people that
Yeah, it's
probably are
targets.
easy to take
Targets.
advantage of, and
They're
yeah,
expendable. This is what bothers me because they are expendable, bro. They have low income budgets. They're using a free app because they want to express themselves and don't have the means to be able to show the world what they have. So they're trying to find a way and they're looking for people to network to help them grow in music. And these assholes are literally looking for them and particularly targeting them, looking at all their other social media, and they're trying to freaking plan and attack them physically and harm them traumatically, and
I'm just
they've
gonna
been in this app for so long. It's crazy, bro.
I'm just gonna pray for him and give it to God and hit my heavenly Father and help us all to achieve our goals, but to do it in the right way and to not
Yeah,
to
I'm
hate
exactly
anybody,
like
to
we're
just show
about the
love
music. We
and
have
show
always
love.
been about the music, but
You know,
it's not something bad to talk about
uh,
though, bro.
yeah, but now it's just anything and everything goes. Anything and everything is it's up is
But they know
down,
who I
left
am.
is right, and
They know that if I get
good
to
is
the people
bad.
before they do, they ain't fucking taking nobody. They ain't gonna
But
be nobody to fucking meet up with them
uh,
and they disappear like some of them did.
but I'm just all that stuff aside. I'm just here for the music, man. I'm just here
That's
for
what you
the
sound like everybody else.
networking,
That's all we are
networking
all in it for the
collaboration.
music, bro.
You Not everybody,
We're in it for the
everybody.
music. There are people that are fake
Right,
rappers. There's
right,
people
right.
that's fake rappers. Like
I
fucking, you
don't.
know
I
who
think
they
that,
are. There's some
you
fake
know,
ass people that's on that app. And they
they have all
fucking,
day.
yeah, they fake as hell on there. Some of them are not even real. They just know how to carry a tune and they use that shit to get to the new people that been there to fuck them up, bro. Use they fucking
But
ass.
the thing is, you got to use your brain. Like people don't go through they go through life lame brain. They don't use their common sense that God gave man. If you don't use your mind,
That
man, it's a
part.
horrible thing to waste.
You're right. You're right. They don't. They just see in
People will
stardom
always sit
because
there and
that
teach you
person
that
got a lot of numbers or a lot of follows, and they
oh,
thinking,
they
oh, I
just
could
send
trust
out.
this person.
Yeah, no,
They
you
could be
know.
trusting. bro. Not to mention names, but they could be trusting people that call themselves the devil. You know who I'm talking about, bro. They trust
Yeah,
people that call themselves the devil. They trust people that literally do songs with kids sometimes, and we act like we don't hear that shit, bro. Come on, man. That
yeah.
shit crazy.
But I'm here to spread love, and I want to see everybody make it. I want to see everybody. So if we got there's enough food out there for everybody to eat.
There's
And
enough
like
food out there for everybody to
you
eat
know,
without having to do all that illegal shit. They just need to
I don't
stick to
know
the
why they
music.
do that. It's from the devil. It's evil, and it's from
Yeah,
the enemy.
they just
The
need to stick
enemy,
to the music and stay away from the drugs and the
the
fucking
enemy is here
everything
to
that
kill, steal,
influence
and
them to be
destroy.
hurting these kids and hurting these
Yeah.
women.
But
And then there's good
enemy
guys
said,
like you that are out there that really have a good heart and not trying to harm nobody, that's trying to promote your music naturally and your productions, and you're out there meeting people and you're doing these lives like this, these shows
but,
to show
but
people
they
we're
look down
real.
on me too. They look down on me, and they talk about me, and they persecute me. But you know what?
But that's
That's
what
that's
that's what they want to do
that's
though,
what life
because
is. That's what the life
that's what
is.
they do. You know why they do that shit?
You know
Because
what
they
you
could
get
see that
into.
you really about the music. That's why, and they not.
They know what you getting into when you step up to the put yourself in that position. Anyway,
Listen, when
we
they
don't
see somebody that like you've been around, you've been seasoned for a while. You've been in music online longer than I have. I was more in person and you were more
shit,
online than I was. So
about
my
10
thing is
years.
like
Yeah.
running into you and listening to this incredible productions that you're creating, and then the carry on when you're in there and you're lyrical with some of these songs, and you're really out there just being as productive as you can be and sharing an algorithm everywhere, all of your music. That's what we're supposed to be doing. You're not using the music to hurt anybody. You're not trying to do anything sneaky behind somebody's back and use their accounts and try to steal their kids and all weird shit that they doing online. You know what I mean? There's a big amount of underground musicians that are completely opposite of us. We're just
You're
trying to be
right.
productive and work with people and try to
You're
get the
right.
music out there.
I
But there's
tell
some
Miss
fucking
Blues
assholes that be
I
making me
tell
feel some type of way when I hear a little girl or a younger man in the 20s talking about all type of fuck shit that they trying to get them into.
yeah, I just tell them. I said, give them. I tell them that they're not going to be wanted here. They're not wanted in this environment. Not around me. I gotta have
Exactly.
peace.
You see all the places I'm at, I don't put them people up in there and they be
Yeah,
begging me, oh, talk to me, really? Whether what I did to you or why you block me. Bitch, get the fuck out my face. You already know what you're affiliated with. You're a whole prostitute, half of these bitches, yo. They a whole prostitute on fucking all type of drugs, whatever the man to give them just to stick it up their ass. And these bitches really are trying to get young girls to do the same shit. All they do is be fucking niggas on beats all day. That's why I don't fuck with all half of the girls that be trying to fucking talk to me. If you're
I
not
mean,
about your music and not about your fucking real productions and your marketing and trying to get your name out there for your actual talent of musician talent, then get the fuck away from me. Cause I am over all these people talking shit about me. I'm over all these people acting like they real motherfuckers and they ain't, bro. Not
it's
one of
all
them
fucking
bitches
spirit as
fucking would say
well.
something in my face.
Yeah, if you got a bad aura, a bad spirit, then I can't be around that type of environment. I gotta be around somebody who wants to help each other out and advance, and not try to. I want to advance the culture. I want to take hip hop and especially the subgenres, trap and all this. I want to take that to
There's
another
so much.
another place.
I
And
know. I
leave it
know.
in the best
The
place of
thing
where
is
I can.
that the heart that you have in your music, that's where it starts. And that is what we need to be progressively showing these other new artists everywhere. That this is what you do. This is what I do. This is
They don't
what you
pay their
do.
motherfuckers don't pay their dues. They don't pay their respect to the people that came before them, and you're not gonna win like that. There's no way you can't win like that. Like
Exactly.
I know, like the old school. I know the people that started. Gotta go back to Slick Rick. You gotta go back to the Fat Boys. You gotta go back to Beastie Boys. You gotta go back to Run DMC. You gotta go back to LL Cool J. You gotta go back to Slick Rick. You gotta go back to NWA. I mean, I could talk for days about the old school. They really had something to
Yeah, but
talk about. They really had something to
it
talk
just
about.
gotta it's really sad that because of the people in the 90s and the 2000s, the celebrities that were doing wrong and sexually assaulting people and manifesting all type of drugs with this and human trafficking and pedophilia
I
and
don't
all
think
of
they
these
were.
things
I don't think they
harming
were going
people.
out there. I don't think they were going out. They were trying to do that. I think they were
When did
trying
that
to do.
become part of the culture? When did that
Yeah, I
become
think.
part of
Well,
the culture? Was it always part of the culture and we just never knew
yeah,
it?
It's hip hop.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's a
Yeah,
dark,
because hip hop.
a dark part of hip hop, and hip hop is a the deep subject, the deep environment and to be in. You know,
You want to say hi to the cook? He came in.
this mother
Demon
brother.
time. The productor of the kitchen and some beats sometimes. You want to say hi?
Yeah. Tell me, bring.
Just wave.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Look at you and look at you.
He said, "Look at you, smoke a
Yeah,
cigarette."
look at
About to
you.
smoke.
Yeah, what's up, demon time?
He said, "What up, demon time? You can talk here."
Shit, yeah, what's good? Yeah, you ever gonna make some beats, man? You ever gonna get you ever gonna get some beats made one of these days? You know, I've been checking out for looking at the beats, but I can't see nothing. You dig? Um,
Yeah,
what
he
is it?
got. I got to get him going again, so that way he can get it going again. Because now they update all the updates and all the stuff. He really didn't know how to get back in it because now he don't have no phone. So what he's using is my laptop, and it's different because walk and all that other shit when you're creating.
Yeah,
It's not the
it,
same
they
as
got different. It looks different on there
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
not the same. What happened?
Yeah, it looks different on the laptop. You know, the apps and shit.
Yeah, that's what happened is that he wanted to make beats the other day, and now that he's like he don't got no phone to use or a tablet or nothing, he trying to figure it out on the actual computer. And then you know what? It is very different on the computer.
Yeah, I know.
It looks
I
like
get it.
a whole nother system.
I
I've been
get it.
trying to figure that shit out
It's kind
too.
of hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you can catch
but
on.
once
Yeah, we you gotta get Cakewalk. That's another one from BandLab on the laptop.
yeah, when you on the
Cakewalk.
laptop, that's what it is. It's cakewalk. It's not just a
Yeah,
regular,
it's weird.
format like we see. Yeah, it's very strange. It's
Yeah.
almost like a regular thing. I mean,
But
some people like it. They say it's better.
once you
Some
get
people
used to
say it
it, yeah,
sucks.
yeah. Once you get used to it, you can. I'd rather get Florida Florida what's it called Florida Studios. Yeah,
Oh, FL Studio.
yeah.
Yeah, a
Florida
lot of
Studios.
people working on
They got
FL
one
Studio
they got
now.
one for a mobile too, and it's like 14 $15 a month or some shit like that. It's worth it though. It's hard to do that too, but once you figure it out, you'll be all right. But it's kind of hard to make beats on there and shit.
Yeah,
I
but
tried
you
to
know
get
what?
Rap
It's
Chat. I tried to get Rap Chat, and they charge you money for uploading. Like if I want to upload some my own track or whatever, my own beat or whatever, or vocals, whatever, you got to pay money now to Rap Chat.
oh no, they have the free version still, but they
Yeah,
have
but
the
you
more
can't
upgraded
upload.
version
You
if you
can't
wanna.
upload it now. Yeah, you got to
Oh,
use their
they changed it. I didn't even. I
yeah,
haven't been on there in a while.
yeah. Nah,
I
it's
have to
garbage.
go around.
All they
I
do
mean,
is talk
every
about
three
each
to
other.
six
Man.
months.
Is all they do is
What I do is
argue
just
and
like I keep
lie.
like two or three in algorithm. Like I just started working on my TikTok channel. It's Relia underscore the real chick 123 on TikTok. Follow me. I follow you back. I'm trying to build that up so that way I can get my blue check on there. I really haven't really worked on too much there. Just been uploading a few things that I had around and
I'm trying
then
to get.
uploading it onto my YouTube, learning that format there. It's
I'm trying to be
different.
a TikTok artist. They got a whole platform for just their own artists that they're signing on to TikTok.
I
I
heard
can get
about
that.
that too.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
why I
trying to do
made the
that. But you
account
gotta have,
because I want to see what that's about.
yeah, but
You
you
know what
gotta
I'm
have ten
saying? I'm gonna try to
thousand.
figure that out.
You gotta have ten
And
thousand
then
followers and shit like that, and ten
I heard, I
thousand
don't even know how to.
man.
I ain't even got 100 probably. I just started about a week or two ago, just
I got two
because I'm
hundred
not
something.
there, and a lot of people saying I'm there.
I got 200 and something, and that's garbage. And
I
everybody
mean,
says
I've been on there for like almost 2 weeks. I got like 80 followers. That's it,
you
and
can
I
blow
just
up
got
on
them.
TikTok. I can't tell. I don't just stay
I
on
don't
the app
know.
either.
I don't know how to work the damn app the way
I don't just
everybody
stay
else
on it.
does.
I don't care for
Like
that.
I gotta
It's better
learn
to
that app and
you know.
play around with it to see how to do those videos they be doing and all that stuff. It
It's
looked like
great for
fun,
your
but it's
shit.
just
Mhm. It
yeah,
cuts
like
out
I
all
thought it
the
was
time.
just dancing and
Hey,
all type of shit. I don't
my
know.
Instagram ain't working no more. My Instagram, every time I uninstall it, install it, I push post something or go live, it cuts completely out of the system. I'm like, why can't I have my fucking Instagram?
Instagram.
Stop fucking with my Instagram.
I don't know. I'm still learning like everything honestly as I
I actually
go
do.
and just
That
talking to
used to be my
people.
go-to. That used to be my go-to thing. Instagram. I had like over 1,000 on there, and then I got all my fucking socials fucking
Yeah, I
taken
mean,
away, and I had to start over.
I got a little following on there. Like I don't know, maybe
I
on
like
1,500 or
I
some
actually
shit like
like
that.
YouTube
You
better than
know.
anything. I stay on YouTube most of the time, so I like YouTube, and I like going live with somebody on YouTube because not everybody can do that. Not everybody gets this feature right here. They pick and choose who they want, and that's kind of special.
Yeah.
Plus, I get paid promotion from YouTube and on my shorts and on my lives, so that's all right.
I don't know. I'm
But yeah,
trying to get that. I don't
I
even
got
know how to start that shit. I gotta start that shit too. I heard about the
you.
paid promotion on YouTube. I
You
just
just
gotta figure it
gotta
out.
you gotta go through Google and you gotta be just investigative reporter actually. 'Cause I had to go through a lot of bullshit to get that, and I
Mm.
ain't even part of the YPP, which is the YouTube program pay program thing where you get like everything. They actually give you money for that shit. Paid promotion only means they're promoting your stuff. Not you're not gonna get $1 out of nothing out of that way. But everybody thinks that paid promotion means you're supposed to get paid, but no, you're not. Unfortunately. But
I
anyway,
don't know. I'm just going as I go with it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like a
What I do
blind
is I
man.
do algorithms. Like I'll drop a song, I'll put it on BandLab, I'll put it on YouTube, I'll put it on Instagram, I'll put it on TikTok, and that's it. And
Did you
then,
hear that? Did you hear that track
what?
I did? I finished off that you started. What was it called? What was that shit called? Hold on, man. What was that shit that you did? And I finished it off. I was gonna, I was gonna, I was gonna share it, but I didn't. I didn't do it.
Well, let me know. When you send it out there, let me know and I'll share it too.
I don't know what it's called now. Fuck. I do so much shit. I can't even keep track of.
My work is everywhere.
Well, I don't
But you
get
know
off
what?
of
At
it because
least we're gonna live on in the frequencies.
I'm gonna
All
go to
right,
bed.
bro. All
All right.
right. Thank you everybody for watching Doughboi Hendrix and Brelly as we spoke on different issues. We hope that some of the knowledge that we had today was most definitely useful and creative. Leave a comment inside of the comment box when you see this and let him know what you felt about this live.
All right. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.
Later.